Welcome to Calvin, the Digital Creative School. Hey yo, what's up? What's up? Welcome to a little live stream where I'm working on the blockout of the World Next Door intro and outro. How should I just move this around? Okay, here we go. I'm in a new office, by the way, with my friends. That's why it looks like I'm in a factory a little bit, but we're gonna make it nice and cozy here. Winter Deck Studios, what's up? How are you doing today? Did you submit something? Are you submitting something for the challenge? Here we go. I'm currently I finished tracking these shots, and now I am trying to clean up the camera move a little bit. Oh, I see there's a different time, frame rate here. That messed it up a little bit. Let's see. No, it's both 30 FPS. That's strange. That's weird. Wait, what's happening? So if I copy paste these keyframes, I don't really paste exactly how they're here. Or is this? No, this is the outro, yeah. Both is outro. Outro, add a keyframe here, paste them, and then they get pasted way bigger. What the hell? Yeah, they're way slower. Okay, I guess I just have to re-import the outro collection here. Let's just do that, I guess. What's up, Jem? Jem Pena? Thank you for joining. Outro. Outro. Okay, let's try this. Here we go. Okay, so outro. Move all the keyframes back here. Okay, this case seems correct now. Yeah, it's just huge, but it should be more a bit smoother and nicer. Switch this over here. Edit V2, yes. Yes. Okay, here we go. Now we got that set up again. Joker! Bis gleich. Okay. Okay, so we got the camera track here now. Nice. Okay, now we gotta scale it correctly. Let's see. Nice word mover. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we got the camera track here now. Nice. Okay, now we gotta scale it correctly. Let's see. Nice word mover. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we got the camera track here now. Nice. Okay, now we gotta scale it correctly. Let's see. Nice word mover. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna hide all these trackers because they are kind of just confusing to me. Okay, and then we're coming in through the other side. Yeah, I guess a bit like this. Okay, the camera track actually doesn't have to be perfectly aligned. It's more just to like get a somewhat realistic camera move and have a reference for the character movement. Oh, here we can actually use me as a reference for the size. Yeah, this looks way too big. Something like this. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I can place this like dummy where I am, so we can see how it looks. If the scaling looks correct. Oh, no, still way too big. Okay, the camera is pretty high though already. Maybe this tilted, that could also be. Let's just try to make that work. Down here. So how does it look if we tilt it? Tilt the camera a little bit. Oh yeah, that actually makes a big difference. So that could be correct now. Yeah, I'll just leave it like this. Okay, nice. Disable depth of field for now. Okay, this is something we need to fix. Like there's a rotation here that I couldn't track with SynthEyes. So I'm just gonna go in here and remove all the keyframes between. Well, let's go to the animation mode here. There we go. Let's remove all the keyframes between this frame and this frame. Okay, and then I'm gonna add a keyframe in here that looks in the other direction. So I'm tilting in this direction, looking up. Whoa, let's take like a whole rotation to the completely different direction. Let's try to correct that a little bit. Oh, what? Oh no. Oh, that's a problem. I think this is happening because it's using a different axis system or something. Was it that? I had that in the past already. Yeah, I think it's rotating on the z-axis here to minus 40, or was it that one? Yeah, it should be this one. Yeah, it's not using the shortest path, but it's rotating all the way around, so I guess a better way is to, or the only way is to add an empty and add that 360 rotation to that empty. Okay, let's try that. It's pretty annoying. Or maybe I could actually just offset all of these Z rotations by 360 degrees. Let's see if we can manage that. Something like this. Yeah, okay, that theoretically works. Yeah, it seems like it's working. Now I just gotta make sure it's lined up again. Oh, like just as good as possible. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I guess that fixed it. Okay, that should be fine actually. For now, for the blockout. Okay, cool. Maybe we can still make this animated animation. Make this a bit smoother. Just the keyframes around here. Let's change the interpolation. To automatic. Let's see, does that work? Yeah, I guess that works. Ah, not really. Okay, I'll just leave it like this for now, because my main goal with this right now is just to do a blockout. So we can have kind of like a preview of the short film on the 20th of July. And then we're gonna work on the full completion of the short film in the months after that. Okay, so yeah, we got the rotation, which is good enough. And now I wanted to also import the intro animation again, because it's also a bit wonky. Let me delete that, open it up back here. Is this one? Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so I'm gonna add a filter here too, make it a bit smoother. Yo, Geisterhose, what's up? I'm pretty good. I'm in a new office with my friends, and yeah, I'm just working on the What's Next Door, preparing stuff, organizing stuff. Okay, I filtered this stuff. Okay, nice. Yeah, let's export that again as a Blender file. It's a Blender project. How are you doing, Geisterhose? Okay, here we go. Here's the new animation. Rename this to intro. Okay, and then let's copy paste this over again. Oh, Jem, this is Synthesize. I use it for camera tracking and object tracking. Yeah, it's very fast and fun to use, in my opinion. Let's get rid of all these focus objects. We don't need those right now. Okay, intro. Yeah, let's put a marker here. So let's switch to the intro camera, and then let's align the intro camera too. Oh, actually, let's switch this to our proper background here. Reference, edit. There we go, font 50%. Okay, now we can scale it properly. Almost a little bit small, maybe something more like this. Okay, this seems correct. Okay. Okay, nice. And then we can already try if we can get the transition into the template already working. Because we have the timing. I think the timing is pretty much final here. So then we can just try to do a takeover from this point on here. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Oh, guest also says, good, I will finish my submission soon. Tomorrow is my last day of school and I'll have the entire summer to work on projects. Ooh, nice. I think, I've seen your Hollow World or something on Instagram that you've started to build like shot by shot, something like a short film. It looks really cool. I'm really excited to see what you're doing with that. Okay, so I think we can hide this now, and I'm going to guide. Wait, I think we can just use the original camera. Oh yeah, I think we can just move the animation. Okay, I've got an idea. Let's move the animation to a timing where it makes sense first. Camera, POV arm, the rig, this rig, and camera, and then we should be able to move everything together. Almost.
Ja, aber da gibt es ja auch, da brauchst du so einen Audio-Recorder, ne? Ja. Oder hast du noch eine andere Mikrofon zum Motion vielleicht noch das
Okay, it seems like we need this camera here. Maybe we need all of them? Maybe. It's been a while since I created this template.
Also ist so dabei, hier ist ähnlich oder was ist das?
Yeah, okay. And I guess also arm.
Okay, aber es ist trotzdem gut so wahrscheinlich auch was von der.
Okay, so these are all the important keyframes.
Okay, dann frage ich ihn gleich mal zur Not, also sonst würde ich sagen, dass das Shotgun einfach holen würde. Ist halt für Interviews und so. Deswegen bin ich mal überlegen, so kleiner ist besser eigentlich, aber es ist beides fein.
Okay, not everything is being moved here. Maybe I'm missing some camera?
Alles klar, ja, du quatschst meinen Kaltnamen und nachdem sehen wir uns dann morgen.
Maybe I just like select everything in the template.
Danke, dass ich mir das leihen können. Nice. Cool, dann wünsche ich noch einen schönen Abend. Wir sehen uns. Ciao.
Yeah, maybe I need... Oh yeah, I actually need to move this. Okay, I think I need to remove the keyframes from this thing. Also from the outro. So anything that turns on and off, I need to disable so I can move the keyframes correctly. Body. This is also... Oh, that's actually fine. Okay, so now I should be able to just select everything in here and move the whole animation of the intro and outro template. Yeah, it seems like it's working now. Okay, alright. So I need to get to a position here. Match this up with our camera tracked camera.
Erstmal Standbild. Wenn das irgendwie besser laufen sollte, würde ich mehr Zeit investieren.
Ja, cool, das ist doch richtig nah schon. Bin echt gespannt, wie es ist, wenn es nicht hell ist. Das ist so schwarz-weiß. Willst du schwarz-weiß lassen erstmal? Und ja, also, das ist schon so fertig. Ja, dann noch Sounddesign, Stimme kommt da schlecht rüber. Musik. Ja, das war nicht.
Okay, maybe let's try this timing.
Weil Ramona das die Songs
Ach so.
Ja, ich bin gespannt, wenn es fertig ist.
And I guess for this one we just create a copy transformation towards the camera tracked camera, like this. Then I think we can make this our main camera. Yes, and then we turn that off here. Let's see how that works. Oh, the finger animation didn't get moved because the fingers are hidden, right? Oh, I need to activate my pie menu. There you go, pie menu. This, now we should have them like this. Okay, here are the finger animations. Wait, can we actually... Ah, okay, we can... Maybe we should use this camera instead, because the arm is mounted to that one. Yeah, let's do that instead. So this is not happening. We want the other one. This automatic path finding. Transforms, intro, this long arm, incredible. And we basically need to be at the moment where the door opens. This is where we need to be at full 0. Okay, I need to adjust the animation a little bit, but that's fine. Just make sure it feels right. Yeah, that should work. That should work pretty well. Okay, nice. I think we can also, just for now, animate the focal length here. Just so we can keep the reference in the shot, and then in the moment of the door opening it should be the standard 14 millimeters again. Okay. Let's see, is the footage working also? Okay, looks like it's kind of working. Yeah. Okay, nice. So we got the rough camera move for the beginning ready. I think honestly, maybe we should just leave the correct. Yeah, I'll just leave the correct focal length here, and then we can still switch to the old camera to get the real reference. Bloodstone media, what's up? What causes the arm to stretch like that? Because it's been animated with a different camera path, so I need to adjust that. I mean, we can adjust that right now. So that means it needs to be more closer to the body. Something like this. I'm going to turn on automatic keyframing. Extreme stretch. Okay, and then I would try to just remove some of these keyframes. Let's see. Yeah, almost works. There's a little bit of stretching. Let's adjust it a little bit. Nice, okay, maybe we can put it a bit more to the right here. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Could try to bring it to the front a little bit already here. It's like, it looks like he's reaching out to the door. Maybe that's cool. I think honestly it was a little bit nicer like this. Yeah, the hand just coming in last moment to grab for the handle. I think that works pretty well. Yeah, that feels cool. That feels pretty good. Okay, now we got the transition into the template, so that means this shot can go into any other submission. Nice. Okay, cool. I think I would. We could either just work on the intro or outro, or I'll just make the basics of both work first, and then I think it makes sense to make that. Or should we just do a room blockout, like a rough blockout of the laboratory first? Yeah, maybe let's just focus on the intro first, and then we can just make the outro work with that. Okay, nice. Give me I'm gonna use this chunky guy as a little boy, as a little boy reference. Ciao, ciao. So I think he's like this size, right? Let's put them next to each other. Yeah. But how big is it? Like in the end, he's hugging me, so it should be pretty easy to see then.
Ich wette, du bist zu einer Kasse gegangen, nur mit einer Person, mit so ganz wenig Sachen. Und dann ist irgendwas passiert.
It goes kind of like up to my chest, yeah.
Das stand nicht.
So like this, I would say. Okay, let's put him in front of the door.
Das mit den Tomaten. Ich kann das nicht so ordnen, oder? Oh nein.
Okay, we need a laptop. Let's put a laptop in here. I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, I don't have Blender Kit installed yet. Let me just install it real quick. I'm gonna switch to the talk mode in the meantime. Okay, I'm authorized. I got Blender Kit installed now. Nice. Alright, let's get some laptop and stuff in here. Oh, something like this, yeah, like a hacker laptop. That's cool. I just installed Blender Kit. It's a tool to get yeah, assets and materials and stuff directly via drag and drop. Maybe I should actually, I'm gonna keep the overlay, but I'm gonna put it in the corner so I kind of know what's happening. So let's do this 1%, but then also like, yeah, scale it down, put it in the corner. Then I think I'm gonna edit the original, not the original. I'm gonna add, can I add keyframes here? No. Okay, then I probably need a cam look thing here. Let's see, cam look, where is it? Oh, that doesn't work at all. Oh, okay, okay. Wait. Converter. Okay, I guess I don't need the converter. Just need to look at this thing. Okay, that doesn't work. Let's try it again. Track to direction. Oh yeah, because I was copying rotation, not actually looking at anything. Okay, so now I can control where we're looking at a bit more. So we're on the laptop maybe should be a bit more in the front. And then at this point we should look up a little bit more. Nice. I don't think I need this one. I'll just leave it in there for now, in case we do need it. Oh shit, I didn't switch back to my desktop. Sorry about that. Thanks for letting me know, Bloodstone. Okay, so then looking up at the portal. Nice. Okay, portal. Then we do another lookup. cable, okay. Maybe I should actually stay on the door for a little bit longer and extend this. Yeah. Door, laptop, door. This part can actually be faster. Yeah, looking at the cable. I think this is what I need, right? Looking up again. Seems like an unnecessary keyframe.
That is for everything actually.
Laptop typing, looking up at the door, nice. Looking at the cable. Asking for the cable. Brings it, nice. Okay, now we definitely need to look at the door because here's the big action mode where it turns on. So turns on. Yeah, now we need to definitely look at it. That's very nice. Hello. Hi. Hey. Am I even online anymore? Still? Am I still online? Yeah, I am. Just my restream interface is very, very far behind. Let me refresh that. Okay, this seems to be better now. Okay. So we got him running after him. Yeah, that works pretty well. Yeah, this moment is very important. When it turns on. And then I think I should animate this a little bit. Turns on. The looking down is not so good. I think I need to... it happens here. Okay, so we can keep this on the whole time then. Until here. Yeah, okay. Then I can use this to adjust the camera look direction. Okay, also in the beginning it would be good to look at the door directly. Yeah. So I think I need these keyframes. looking at the door, that's very nice. I think I would like take out one of these looks. So it feels a little bit redundant. You're like looking up, looking down, directly at the cable. Well, maybe it's also fine. Could be fine. Alright, so let's do this. So it should be like framed right in the middle. It really takes all the focus. Okay, nice. I'll move the cable. Here we should look a little bit more to the right, like this. Okay, yeah, it looks good in general. So let's add some more animation here. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so maybe we can add like a blockout animation to the kid here. So he's standing in front of the door in the beginning. Pretty hyped. Then here. Oh, actually, I think I'm gonna put the reference video in a different frame down here. Let's do that. We could do that with video editing. And then we just drop the clip in here. Reference footage, intro, outro, reference edit. Alright, let's put that in.
Since it was mentioned as being expensive, just meeting earlier, I was wondering if this is the plan.
Oh, what happened? Why did my Resolve open up first? I'm not sure. Drop that in here. What the hell? What is... Why? What is happening? Why is Resolve not... Blender not opening this? Ah, here we go. Okay, I don't know what happened. What was going on there? Oh, I dropped it in OBS? What the hell? When did this happen? What? Okay, I don't know. That was pretty strange.
Oh, at the moment it doesn't.
Okay, so now we've got the video in here, and we can put it as a viewer in here with video sequencer. Yeah, then we just have it as a reference screen. Okay, let's animate the placeholder for the kid here. So, you see, and then he's like turning around. Yeah, what's up? He's looking down at the cable.
Yeah, that would be good because I have not had it working.
He's picking it up. This is very cheap, they just like blockout style. And then he's running towards the camera. He's right in front of us here. It's holding the cable. Nice. Yeah, that should work. Oh, he's doing such a big spin. Maybe I should remove the Y rotation here. Yeah, then I can add it again. Yes, okay. Now he's not doing such a huge spin. Picking it up, bring it over. Then he's heading off again. Oh my god! Okay, here he's getting surprised a little bit. The door's activating. Oh. And he's running through. Okay, nice. We can also add the animation to the door here in that moment, because with the energy being turned on, I want the door to like slam open. So right here it would like, yeah, slam open like this. And then okay, maybe we can just like move it all the way, so yeah, like that. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, that's also really satisfying, like when the door closes just before he opens it and it's something completely else. That's also pretty cool. Nice. Okay, yeah. Computer. It's picking up the cable, bring it over. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Feels pretty good, I think. Maybe we can actually make that he's like looking kind of like towards us there. No, that's kind of strange. Okay, yeah, I think that works well. Okay, let's do like a cable placeholder here. Cable. I guess we can use this for now. Yes, use this big charging cable. wait, this should be in the set. Yeah, okay. My goal here is just to like really roughly block out the actions. Okay, we have one, and then the second one comes in. Oh, what? Where's the second one now? Oh, wait. Is it the same object? That's why it doesn't... Ah, okay. Yeah, this needs to be its own object. Are they still sharing the animation? No, I don't think so. At least they shouldn't, at least. Yeah, that's fine. Only shows selected usually shows the keyframes for multiple objects, so I'm a bit confused why... Oh, because this one doesn't have any keyframes, okay. Yeah, there we go. That makes sense. Yeah, okay, that's good timing. And this cable here should be this boy's hand. You could actually try. Oh no, I'll just roughly animate it. This is, I don't want to get too fancy with this part of the process. Just gotta come across a little bit like he is carrying it over. That's everything that matters. That's all that matters. Okay. Yeah, I think we have all the most important parts of the animation in there now. Yeah, all the things that need moving, all the things that need that have storytelling. Oh wait, can we move this a little bit closer? When he looks down. Okay, it would be good if this was a bit closer. Let's just fake it for now. Actually no, let's use the look at empty.
There's also the, I just want to mention that also the factor that if you deploy the build from Unreal, it will use the send storage streaming, that will introduce a lot of lag as well, as opposed to in a build that has all the content in it packaged up. Yeah.
Okay, so looking down here at the cable. Garrett, what's up? Looking at the cable. And oh, what the hell? Oh, it's getting a bit confusing now. What the empties are doing. Yeah, I think it needs to come back here. Okay, now it's kind of strange. Looking down his laptop, back up. Yeah. Okay, we still need to look down there the whole time, so this stuff, this should only come back here. Streaming in Discord says no permission. Can I only watch on YouTube? That's strange. Right, let me check the permissions on Discord one more time here. I think I got it. Yeah, everyone can connect, but not speak. Yeah, that should work now. Yes. Okay, try connecting again.
Culver, the principal said, yo.
Jo. Okay, looking at the cable. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, it's because this empty is like moving back super fast. Yeah, okay. Whoa. think I'm getting something here. Okay, looking at the plug. Yeah, okay, this slowly feels like it makes sense. Yeah, then I can adjust this empty to look a little bit more at the plug. Like that. That's actually too much. Just a little bit more. Oops, okay, way too much. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, okay, I think that's good. Let's see if we can look at it in more real time again. One more time here. Yeah, that's smoother. Laptop, typing, looking at the plug, yeah. Nice. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think for the blockout that makes it pretty clear. Nice. Okay, yeah, I think the blockout is for the intro here is pretty good. At least the actions, the environment, we could still flesh out and like also block out, but I think it's clear now what's happening. Okay, yeah, let's do the same for the outro. Save this as a new file just to be sure not to mess anything up. Okay. Oh, no, wait, I wanted to use the alternative timeline. Start and position. Okay, nice. Alright, the thing we gotta watch out for here is that we again use the same animation, but only the we actually need only the camera animation of the intro. Yeah. Okay, let's get the video again here. Is it video editor, view sequencer? Nice. Okay, and what we need is yeah, we need that same animation. Okay, so how am I gonna do that? It should be the intro, right? I've got the intro and outro. Guide outro. We need the guide intro. Ah, there he is. Guide intro. Guide intro, yes. Just need to parent this guy to our main camera. Yeah, I think that's all we have to do to make it work. So I will just move all of this stuff over here. And then, actually not right here, but more like right there. This is actually the beginning of the shot. Problem is, yeah, like in the motion capture, she was looking around immediately, but it would make more sense if he was walking a little bit and then started looking. See how many frames? Okay, let me open up the template. I need the new sessions. There's template, okay. So how many frames is it? How many frames is the outro? To 440. It's around like, yeah, 40 frames. That means before he starts looking around, we need 40 frames. Should be here, so I guess this minus 40. Okay, it's basically in the beginning. Okay, so that means we need to offset the location of this camera. This camera. Wait, no, this one. This one needs to be... Yeah, wait. I've got an idea. Yeah, this camera's animation on the y-axis needs to be set off or like moved upwards. So at frame 40 we can have it taken over by the reference camera, I think. This should also start here. Okay, so that should mean now that we're sticking with our main guide camera here, and then we're adding a constraint to copy the transformations of the camera tracked one, the tracked camera, at 40 frames from here. Plus 40. There's 0 still here, and then it can start becoming the real camera. Yeah, I think we got it. We can still adjust the position of this one though to make it a little bit smoother. Especially, I think just in the moment of the transition it needs to be smooth. So let's make sure that in the moment of the transition, let's Let's turn it off for now. That this camera is about in that space. Okay, that should work. Yeah, that feels realistic. Okay. Okay. I feel like you should look up a little bit more. Yeah, it feels like the camera's looking down a lot most of the time. Then we still have the original camera here, which should give us animation reference properly laid over. Yes, nice. And this one we can use to adjust what we look at. Okay, I think it makes more sense to work with this one for now then. Let's put a reference here for the kid. Stretch.
Was machst du so gerade?
Gerade tatsächlich Videoclips für Influencer.
Okay. Genau, aber normalerweise mache ich so relativ viel
Ja, alles mögliche, Werbung, Film, sehr unterschiedlich.
aber schon Bewegtbild. Bewegtbild.
Voll Bewegtbild, ja, ab und zu auch wie Calvin so ein bisschen Granier und so Fix. Aber bei mir mache ich eher so auch so, ja, so Editing, Film, Konzeptionieren.
Cool.
Genau.
Vielleicht können wir zusammen den nächsten Mal einen Trailer machen.
Gerne, also
Vielleicht tatsächlich, wir haben so ein riesen Museumsprojekt, da haben wir gestern Regisseure gecastet.
Das hast du noch erwähnt letztens, glaube ich. Ne? Das ist
Ja. Und da wird irgendwie, also im November wird da so ein Format gelauncht.
Ja.
Und ich habe noch vor, dass wir den, dass wir ein paar Wochen haben so einen Marketingtermin mit denen.
Oh, okay, now we're gonna rotate around with them. I think for this I'm actually going to parent the kid to the camera.
So ein bisschen erklären,
ja.
was kannst du da alles machen und so. Ne? Kann ich dir mal einen guten
In diesem
zeigen.
Museum, also
Yeah, I should probably parent it, otherwise it could be very difficult to get this to work.
Ne, und du musst dir vorstellen, das sein.
Ja, ja, gerne.
Das ist jetzt der gelbe was geworden.
Das ist der gelbe, was da ist.
How is it called? Oh, not a modifier, it's a constraint.
Das ist genau, das ist der zweite. Oder
Shut it off.
hin und her schalten, aber es ist einfach, ich habe die getestet, die
Control.
klingt einfach geiler.
Ja.
Okay, nice.
Ich habe auch heute Abend Probe, meine Band kommt auch in der
Ach, sehr geil. Ja, sehr cool. Da wird er eingeweiht so ein bisschen.
Ja, den habe ich jetzt die letzten Wochen schon
And
gespielt, aber
then,
der Arbeit
yeah, we can just like
Konzert in den Zwölf.
do something that looks similar to this.
Macht der auch so ein bisschen.
It's kind of strange to just have like a grown man as a child character.
Zum Glück habe ich mit dieser Seite nichts mehr zu tun.
Von der Simula.
Genau. Kunstgeschichte online.
Okay.
Hier haben wir vor 10 Jahren tatsächlich diese Dinge gemacht für das Stilmuseum in Frankfurt. Und ne, sind wirklich viel Film auch und so da drin. Kurs zur Geschichte der modernen Kunst machen.
Das klingt aber nicht lustig.
Super erfolgreich.
Ja, ja.
Das ist sogar an der Uni für Kunstwissenschaft, also bei Kunstwissenschaftlern im ersten Semester.
Okay.
Ach, geil. Ja, ja. Ah, klingt aber wirklich schon mal so spannend so.
Ja, und hier sind
Okay, now I should probably deactivate the child off
Ja.
constraint again.
Wir machen jetzt ein Spiel zusammen. Ich zähle leise bis 11 und sie schaut sich das Bild an.
dann lernst du ein bisschen was von ihm, kannst irgendwie, du lernst natürlich immer Werke kennen, kannst du rein vertiefen. Diese Werke.
Ah, then he's sprinting off.
Dann genau, ne, ein bisschen mehr über Malerei, Skulptur und so weiter lesen, was auch immer, und dann Bildbetrachtung lernen, also Spiele machen auch, ne? Also spielerisch Kunstgeschichte praktisch lernen. So, und was wir gemacht haben, ist ein Trailer, und sowas in der Art würde ich für das Museum nicht auch machen.
Wieso ist es Kunst, wenn jemand ein Kunstwerk abfotografiert? Wovon handelt dieses Bild? Und das soll jetzt von deiner Kunst sein?
Okay, this guy.
Deine Kunst ist also
Oh, this guy we also need to animate. The alien guy. Okay, so they're hugging here. Okay, nice, nice, nice.
Animation, wo es so ein bisschen darum geht zu erläutern, was kannst du alles machen, welche Figuren hast du da so.
He's running back. Okay, maybe we can like animate him just a little bit so it looks like he's hugging him. Yeah.
Musik macht der Gitarrist von der Mia, der auch so einen sehr elektronischen Hintergrund ja hat.
He's jumping up and down. Pretty cute. Hey Keanu, what's up? Thanks for joining. What have you been up to? Okay, the alien guy is approaching.
Genau, das ist sowas in der Art, wollen wir machen. Vielleicht hast du ja auch eine Kapazität, das nicht
Ey, safe, wann wollt das reden? Oder wann beginnt das?
Also gedreht wird im September.
Okay, ist halt noch ein bisschen.
Ja, Zeit. Und Launch ist dann aber schon November.
Ja, okay.
Und ich habe eigentlich gesagt, dass ich den Trailer gerne selber machen würde.
The handshake is so nice.
Theoretisch könnte ich meine Meinung auch noch ändern, das weiß ich noch nicht, wie dann so Crunch-Time ist. Aber ich meine, ey, wenn wir jetzt zusammen im Office sitzen, das ist ja geil, das finde ich voll schön auch.
Ja, also ich habe auf jeden Fall mega Lust auf das Thema, finde ich sehr interessant, deswegen, also ich kann da auf jeden Fall was abgewöhnen.
Okay.
Ja.
Let's see.
Ich fand das ja halt reden.
Voll, ja.
Handshake.
Ja.
Okay, let's see. Now we can have the alien also be much farther away in the beginning.
Scheiß Internet.
Back here somewhere.
Und da ist die Musik alles von Boys Noise.
Ja.
Na, geht jetzt nicht mehr. Zu heiß.
Zu heiß. Wahrscheinlich
Ja, wahrscheinlich irgendwie.
Okay.
Ja,
So eine Update-Browser-Thematik.
I think we gotta make sure that the jump here looks like a jump, otherwise it could feel a little strange.
Da kann ich noch ein bisschen mehr zu zeigen, nur soweit.
Ja, also, ey, wenn du hier, deswegen, ich bin deswegen
Mega geil.
Ja, das ist da Unterstützung drauf, gerne.
Voll schön.
Ja,
Okay.
Das ist ja eigentlich alle ganz cool, haben auch gesagt, so, ich mögen es auch, dass sie
Oh wait, he's going through him. I think we should try to avoid that. That feels a bit strange.
Total.
Vibe sehr gerne, sich einfach so verhalten.
Voll, finde ich auch geil, dass man sich, also weißt du, wenn man schon so eine Gemeinschaft ist, auch wie kann man sich gegenseitig supporten.
Ja.
Oder? Ist auch voll geil.
Okay, solid.
Immer für sowas zu haben.
Geil!
Also auch gerne so mit Kunst und so finde ich super spannend. Also mit moderner Kunst finde ich weil so, ich habe den ja noch so noch der ältere Schule da, aber finde ich auch super interessant, sich da einfach mal so.
Also jetzt geht es auch gar nicht um moderne Kunst,
ja,
sondern es geht um einen Orientreisenden.
Okay,
19.
nice.
Jahrhundert.
Now we can check how it looks from the real camera and maybe adjust that.
Dieser Typ hat alles gesammelt. So ein bisschen wie Humboldt. Der hat sowohl kartiert, also hat irgendwie Himmelskunde studiert, war Mediziner, ist dann losgezogen, hat Pflanzen, Tiere, alles gesammelt. Im Auftrag des Herzogs.
Cool.
Ist halt unter mysteriösen Umständen mit einer Karawane von 17
Yeah, okay.
tausenden Objekten, die nicht mehr.
We definitely need to make him look up more.
Das ist so unser Aufhänger, so Cold Case.
Okay, schon eine spannende Story.
It almost works.
Das war eine quasi so Weltreise, an der so alles an Knowledge sowas hat.
Okay, yeah, let's just adjust it a little bit. I think we almost got it to work.
Kulturen gehabt. Also weißt du, der hat halt
Camera look direction. Okay, let's get that.
so, der ist zum Islam
So let's get a track tool and use the cam look direction. And then, yeah, again, like after 40 seconds, we can turn this on a little bit.
abzuschütteln, wirklich in der Gesellschaft zu sein, weil er der Auffassung war, dass er nur die guten Sachen findet. Wenn er auch wirklich das
Slowly.
versteht, worum
Actually,
geht's eigentlich im Islam
let's
zum
see.
Beispiel.
Also das finde ich richtig spannend.
So he's coming in, looking around. I think it should look up a little bit more. So maybe let's like turn this to 0.5. Camera look. We should definitely copy this right here so we can make sure it doesn't destroy anything we've made earlier. Bloodstone Media says it's good to see your blocking out process. Thanks, man. Yeah, blocking out is always a very strange process, but very important to do right, or to do at all. A lot of people don't do blockouts, but it really helps to focus your project. Okay, it's coming in, looking left, right. Yeah, I think I will just animate this empty to look where I want the character to look, because that's where we have the most control, and we still keep a little bit of the naturalistic movement from the camera by just not having it 100%, right? So yeah, let's try that.
Aber er war halt wirklich so ein guter, der da
Left,
kein
right.
Verständnis irgendwie für hatte, für so...
And then, yeah, we need to like look here to like see him jump out.
Deswegen finde ich den Typ auch so geil.
Ja, klingt auch super spannend. Also wie gesagt, jetzt hast du mich auch schon so ein bisschen an der Angel. So mehr.
Maybe let's look down a little bit. Still here.
Von auch so Bräuche gemacht, oder?
And then here, when he jumps up, we look down. Oh, what the fuck?
Also Illustration ist da viel in der Schweiz. Ich habe jetzt hier eine Freelancerin, die jetzt so 20, 30 Tage arbeiten wird, die auch in Illustration ist.
Oh,
die mit mir so
yeah, okay, that's good.
Grafikteile
Oh.
irgendwie machen wird. Und dann wird es da eben Graphic Novel, also eine animierte Graphic Novel.
Ah, and here we should turn this off though.
Die so ein bisschen also auch so ein bisschen in der Geschichte so, oder ist auch dokumentarisch oder auch so ein bisschen narrativ gemacht?
Ah, okay, and here we should turn our look at transform on again, so we can control it better. Right here it should be totally off. That's totally off. And then here we can slowly turn it back on. 0.5, yes. And then also have camera look direction, look up at the alien. Really frame the alien well. Nice. Okay, here we can maybe quickly turn it off to look down at the kid. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of strange movement. I think I need to... yeah, that's pretty weird. I need to clean that up a little bit. In general, good. Oh, the kid is running away. Okay, that's good.
Dann wurde es ausgeschrieben und wir mussten pitchen und wir haben uns da durchgesetzt und so. Ja, cool.
It can still feel weird. Yeah, that's fine.
Total.
They're hugging, and then it should start getting a little bit less weird, a little less tilted. Shaking hands. Looking at the alien.
Und genau, da werde ich morgen eine Version von ihm haben, wie er praktisch zum Islam kommentiert hat. Ja, das islamische fällt ja in Kraft.
That's nice.
Damit wir gucken können,
Yeah, let's go.
kriegen wir die Merkmale von jeder hin, weil die Prinzip hat so dünne Beine und diese schwarze Glanz zu seinen Merkmalen und der bunte Kopf. Aber es ist schon besser geworden.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Alright, that feels like it's working. I think it's a bit hard to understand what's happening without the arms, without the arm animation, but yeah, that's a bit too much for the Blockout, I think, right now, to do the arms. See, is there anything else I want to adjust, so it's just clear what's happening? Oh yeah, of course, the kid is hiding behind a container in the start, so I need to have some sort of block here.
Okay, schon ein bisschen Zeit.
Okay, that kind of works.
Aus der Schweiz und ich im Konzept, die Grafik, dann Alex, die Freelancerin, Janine koordiniert das Ganze, Illustratorin aus der Schweiz. Dann werden wir 4-köpfiges Filmteam haben. Also wird 10, der Thies und Tonstudio wird noch involviert werden. Wir brauchen hier 2 Sprecher. So, also keine Ahnung, unser Team ist so.
Okay, nice. Keanu asks, are you just starting out? Yeah, basically this is the intro outro animation for the short film of the challenge, and it's still pretty much in the beginning, but my goal is to have the blockout done until Sunday, and then with the blockout basically the musician, the composer can start creating the soundtrack and sound design for the whole short film, and then over the next 3 months we will polish and finish this intro outro segment and turn it into a full-on short film. That is the plan.
Kommt auf jeden Fall auf dich zu, weil das ist noch was, wo wir entweder halt mit Nachbarn zusammenarbeiten,
Okay.
aber ehrlich gesagt glaube ich nicht, dass wir das Geld
Let me fix this like weird little move here.
Dass es hier gemacht wird.
dass es hier bleibt. Und aber dann fehlt jetzt natürlich die komplette Sprecherkartei. Und da komme ich auf jeden Fall auf dich zu. Wir haben heute haben wir angefangen.
This strange moment here.
Inhaltlich und so, ne? Also wird wahrscheinlich noch bis Ende des Monats dauern.
What is that? Ah, it's this part here. Okay, I see. So I guess let's remove these big spikes here.
Und das ist halt ein amerikanisches Unternehmen, die halt, also weißt du, das ist halt so eine Fließband. Du gehst halt so das übernächste Ticket und am nächsten Tag hast du Sprachaufnahme. Und teilen das halt auf der Welt über.
Das ist schon fast wie sowas wie Fiverr so ein bisschen.
Ja, genau.
Bloß wahrscheinlich so mal ins Firma halt.
Okay, and this
Aber
also.
ja, da kommt man auf dich zu. Ja, cool.
Oops, fuck.
Ja, gerne.
Bin gespannt. Wenn es jetzt dann ja mal schon mitkriegen, wie der Pro ist.
Ja, auf jeden Fall. Du lässt den ganzen Stress hier noch mit
Noch 2 Wochen bis zur Deadline. Ja, so gut.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, this seems a bit more reasonable now. A bit more normal. Oh wait, no, there's still like a huge move to the back. Yeah, what is this about? I guess it's this one. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, seems better. Okay, but now the lockdown doesn't really work because we don't see the kid. I guess we can. Yeah, let's just adjust the position of the kid here. Candice says, I haven't yet started my submission, but I will try my best to finish it on time. Sorry, I was super busy. Oh, damn, dude. You're really gonna try to do one in these few days until Sunday? That's gonna be a lot of work, but I wish you the best. Okay, I think we need to move him back a little bit.
Also ich kann dir ganz ehrlich sagen, du bist einer der wenigen, wo ich so zufrieden bin.
Ah, nice. Shift space. Okay.
Bei jedem Friseur, den ich bis jetzt in meinem Leben war ich immer unzufrieden. Aber ich finde auch die meisten Friseursalons, wo ich war, ich weiß irgendwie, ich habe das Gefühl, das ist auch wie Restaurants. Irgendwie, die müssten es ja können, das sind Köche und irgendwie ist das Essen trotzdem geil, wenn es selbst kosten. So, und wie es bei Joe aussieht, das ist ja self-made, das ist halt einfach geil.
Homemade.
Da steckt ja noch Liebe drin, das ist nicht eine Repetition. Er überlegt sich wirklich, wie sieht das gut aus, macht nicht nur nach China F so.
Okay, and I guess I'll just move him
Aber bei Fake bin ich mir nicht sicher, wie das
also
Da bin ich auch ganz ehrlich.
way to the back here in the
Ja,
beginning.
ist so immer, weißt du, so einer, ich weiß, ob das hinkriegt, macht ja einen perfekten Schnitt. So ist dieser Typ, der damals mal in der Schule gesagt hat, ich glaube, ich habe eine 5 und 1 plus. Ups. So, ja, so ist einer.
Okay. Ah, this is just the animation here a little bit to make him come out earlier. Mhm. What are these keyframes doing? Just moving him around like crazy. Yeah, I guess this. Ah, no, wait. So yeah, it feels more like he's running off. This is good, yeah.
Was hast du gemacht? Was hast du gemacht?
Die Schmorte drin.
Geil. Guten Appetit.
Nice. Okay. I would try to put this do like a preview render and put this into the edit of the submissions to just see if it works, if the setup actually works. Okay. So yeah, I guess let's just do this one. Is pretty easy. This one we can just export as a viewport render. Render. Let's call this. Where is it saved? 3D. Okay. Let's call it outro v1. Yes, and then we can just do a viewport render animation. Alright, let's see. Pew, pew, pew. Po, po, po. Keanu says, just to confirm, the first and last chunk we can't touch the camera, right? Yes, that's right. In the template there's like these like markers, and the first chunk and the last chunk, those the camera needs to stay the same animation in those chunks. Okay, seems like it's done, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's start the render for the intro, and during that, while it's rendering that, we can try out to put the outro in. Okay, so this is the outro. Okay, so let's call. No, this is the intro, I mean. Intro. Okay, and then let's also render that. Ah, shit, this cube is in the way now. Okay, I guess this is something we need to move around. Go crunch something decent for the challenge. Nice. Bloop. I love these wiggle windows in Linux. Okay, intro outro, yes. Alright. Oh no, this is actually not. Oh, I guess it's fine. I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, how far is this? Yeah, I'll just quickly wait for this to finish.
Und er hat sich gewundert, warum die nur, oder immer noch 40 Euro kosten würden. Und du kannst halt wirklich rein, du kannst halt nicht, das Mikrofon ist so scheiße, dass du damit nicht hinten.
Ooh, Architectural Enjoyer is also in the chat. What's up? Quick question. For when I said I wanted to add a bit of a HUD element, is it plausible to assume the guy is wearing contact lens? I want to make a sort of smart contact lens. Sure. I really want you to be able to do whatever you want to. Yeah. Do it if you think that's gonna be cool. Alright, nice. We got that rendered, so now let's import it. Challenge. Okay. Template. Missions. 3D render intro outro. Nice. Okay, we got the intro outro. Okay, let's see if we can put it in. Should I? Actually, yeah. Let me just open up the other project with submissions. That's going to be a bit easier to test it. The intro. Okay, let's try it. Okay, here's our intro. 30 FPS, that's right. And then it should be right here. This should be the transition frame. And I'm gonna do a little luma key on this. Yeah, let's just do like a quick and dirty luma key. Quick and dirty, yeah, that should be enough. Alright, yeah, seems to work. Nice. There's a little bit of yeah, here we go. Yeah, seems like it's working. Yeah, I think that's working. Cool. Okay, so that worked. Let's try out the outro now. Put that in here. Yeah, also seems to work. Alright, cool. So my my assumptions worked. It's all working. Cool. Okay, so yeah, we got the camera animation for the intro and outro working, and now we just gotta start blocking it out, putting in more detail and more detail over time, doing the character animations. Nice. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll just leave them in here for now. Oh yeah, that's gonna be cool. This will be cool. I'm pretty excited about this.
Leonden15 just followed.
Okay. I think with that I'm gonna end the stream for today. Tomorrow, I think, I should be able to do another stream tomorrow working on some more detail. Let me look at my calendar real quick. Tomorrow. Yes. Yeah, I'll be back for another live stream tomorrow to put in more detail of the blockout and also to plan one additional shot for the short film that comes before everything, like a little story on how a shot of a wall in the lab where we see that the son and the dad worked on this portal door for a long time with crayon drawings and blueprint sketches and stuff like that. So yeah, you can look forward to that tomorrow. But yeah, I'm very happy that the intro outro segments seem to work so far. I think it's gonna be very fun. Leoniden says thanks for this awesome project. Thank you. I mean, I think this whole project really is, depends on the community, right? If you guys are putting something cool in for this project, then the whole thing is also gonna be a very, very cool final result. Alright everyone, with that I am going to say goodbye. I will see you tomorrow.